All right, hey y'all. Good morning. It's mad early in the morning, but I wanted to do a video because I was thinking about what are all the things that me and my parents have done specifically to cure my stutter or to make it go away or to alleviate it one way or another. And I came up with a pretty long list. So this may take a while because I want to talk about all of the stuff that I did go through, including hypnotherapy, past life regression, some holistic therapy. I went on Xanax for a short period of time, church, and there are also some speech devices that I tried that I do have a little bit of experience with, and I'm going to talk about. So enjoy. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about was hypnotherapy. So my mom, who was my partner, she was always like, we're gonna figure out how to help this and da 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 da. And so we ended up going to, let me scoot over so I'm not right there. Okay, so we ended up going to a hypnotherapist who told her she will not stutter by the end of the time I see her. She will not stutter, and I promise that didn't happen clearly. And then towards the end of our sessions, he started to turn it on me, saying well, you must not want to not stutter because you still stutter. And I was like, I don't know the logic there, but sure, sir. Also, make sure you vote. But so hypnotherapy is basically a very relaxed trance state. You're very much still there. I still know who I am. I still know what's going on, but they sort of walk you through a suggestive mental relaxation where it's you step down one stair and then you step down another stair, and with each stair you step down, you go deeper into a relaxed state. And when you're in this state, they can then give you suggestions for self-improvement that hit you on a subconscious level. And then with that, he also gave me tapes that I would listen to also. And so I would listen to those while sleeping, and it was all supposed to magically work together and cure me from stuttering. And now that may have worked for some people. I still haven't met someone who hypnotherapy has completely worked for them. If it does, let me know, because I'm still looking for more holistic ways to control my speech, but I'm here. Another thing that I did try was past life regression, which is sort of in the same realm of hypnotherapy, where you're sort of laying on a couch and they talk you down into this subconscious state where then you recall past lives. And my past life story was pretty good. I am a writer, and so maybe those were just my writing skills at work, but my past life regression story dealt with trauma to my throat area, because that would make sense for someone who stutters who's trying to fix it. And so my story was I was a young boy, 7, and I was running in woods, and then I came to the conclusion that I think I was a slave, whoopty, but I got caught by the slave master, and he asked me my name, and I stuttered on it. I was like, and he was like, you know, he's dumb. And so he slit the kid's throat. Now, I didn't go to another session after that because she was like $200 per session. But, and I don't even know like if that was just my imagination at work or if that was actually some past life that I had lived. But what I do think that I would have had to do is go to her over and over and over and over and over and over and over again and find these stories and then put them all together somehow to make them make sense. I did not have the money for that, and I wasn't sure if it is something that was necessary or even worth the time and the cost. Now, what was the next thing I did? Church. Of course, I grew up in the church. So I was there at the church every day as a kid. So church is, of course, something where you pray for healing, you know. The one thing that turned me off from church, especially concerning my stutter, is that there's always this one scripture that people would say when they would lay hands on someone who stuttered. And I was like, I rebuke that deaf, dumb spirit. And I'm always like, you're going to say that to my face? You're just going to say that? Look at me and say that? Okay. And then I had another pastor who was like, Satan has your tongue. You know, like he would tell me that like Satan has a hold on you and like all the things that you want to say and like all this. And I'm just kind of like, what am I doing that Satan has a hold on me? Like what can we talk to him about this? Can we like set up a plan? Can I like say you can have a hold Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but then the rest of the week I'm good? You know, like and no matter how much prayer I got, no matter how many people laid hands on me, I was never healed because I didn't want it, or like it was nothing that dealt in the science or the reality of the situation, and that's just always what frustrated me. But I also have other issues with my church that I grew up in particular. So that could also just be a very personal thing that I hold against blah. Now, I also did Speakeasy. So Speakeasy is a device that you put in your ear, and it does auditory feedback. Auditory feedback is basically your voice, you hear it, because when stutterers, when we talk in unison, most of the time we don't stutter, and so it's basically trying to mimic that. Now, I don't know about anyone else. Some stutterers are like this, some aren't. Don't talk to me in a club. Don't talk to me in a place where it is loud, where I have to compete with sound, because that fucks my speech up completely. Like it becomes unintelligible. There's a word that I'm looking for. I'm not sure if that's it. I hope it is. And like I don't work well in those sort of situations, and that's what the Speakeasy did for me somewhat. Like it just added noise into an already like cluttered brain of trying to get my views and points across. The one thing that did help me was cognitive approach, and I'm gonna do a whole video on that. Cognitive restructuring, and there's one more thing that I really want to try, which are psychedelic mushrooms. I have heard so many good things about them and how it's a way to like reprogram the neurotransmitters in your brain, and they're legal in Denver, Colorado. And so I just may be taking a ski trip one of these winters and getting some psychedelic tropes all up in my system. That's what I really want to do. So I just wanted to do like a really quick video, just kind of telling you about my experience with stuttering and all of the tons of money we've spent and trying to figure it out. If you liked it, let me know. All right, I'll talk to you later. Mwah.